Hello and welcome to Aligned Ed, where we're transforming research into reality so you don't have to. Take a listen to our latest coach chat to see how you can take action today.
Hello and happy May. Today we're talking about the 3 factors you want to consider when you're weighing your systems development in relation to autonomy for those in your building. The first factor is going to be around teacher experience and retention in your building. Oftentimes when we have a lot of new teachers or retention and we're turning over and getting new educators into our building, there's a need for more systems development because we really have to focus on aligning practices and teaching to them versus if we have more experienced teachers that have been there a while. A lot of times those routines and procedures are already in place and we're really just developing and deepening practice. So being able to weigh the two based on who you're actually needing to develop for. The second factor consider is feedback. I oftentimes hear, well, they're just not going to do that thing, so I'm not going to develop it. Well, the reason why is more than likely the educators have been giving a lot of feedback. They have filled out the surveys. They have done the thing that's been asked of them to give their opinion, and it's not actually used. So it's really important that we're building and articulating different ways of getting feedback besides just a survey, but that we're also using it to develop our systems. What are your educators actually asking for? And using that to develop your system and starting there, because the reality is that develops transparency and trust. And so if they've been giving you their opinion for a while and you haven't been using it, then oftentimes it leads to that breakdown in trust. And the third factor to consider when you're thinking through this is the barriers that are that you're seeing prevent people from actually utilizing and using practices that you consistently want to see. So if there are classroom management practices that you've used or curriculums that you've been using, what is actually the barrier to preventing people from employing and using those practices to where we can take some of those decisions off of their plate and put it on a system so that we're able to actually do the practice in itself. So using systems to align and alleviate barriers to practice implementation. Have a wonderful rest of your year and utilize these tips when you start your summer planning to really prioritize the systems that you're going to elevate in your campuses.